Hello, everyone, and welcome to Women Empowerment Edition Impact for Change podcast. The host is Hawaida Abdallah. The purpose of the podcast is to give women the space to share their story in an inspiring way to help impact and inspire others. Now, today's episode is very special one. We're going to talk about the journey to success. And I'm sure everyone have a story regarding the journey to their success, and they've got different opinion about their success. Now, my guest today, she is one of the kind. Her journey to success is truly an inspiring one. She inspired women, empowering women as well. She empowered a lot of women around her, and even she empowered me as well. And she is helping women and she's changing women's life. So please, everyone, please help me welcome um, the amazing human being, Damilola. Damilola, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I am absolutely
Can you
amazing.
hear me?
How? Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh, it's a pleasure, and thank you so much for accepting to be on my podcast, Damilola. I know, um, you are truly empowering human being, and I am so grateful I really get in contact with you because you really inspire me. Not only me, I said
Oh,
in
okay.
introduction, you inspire
Yeah.
millions of women to the journey of success. Speaking of the journey of success, before we start, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, Damilola?
Thank you so much. Let me just say you can call me Dami if that's easier for you. So my name is Dami Alatise. I am a wife. I am a mom to two wonderful children, ages 9 and 6, going to be 7. I work full time in the consultancy space in the construction industry. And I also run my own beauty business. Currently a senior sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics UK and Ireland, where all I do is to help women look their best, help women put their best foot forward, using the product as a vehicle of change, using the product as a vehicle of confidence. Because when you give a woman confidence, she can conquer the world. So that's just a quick introduction about myself. Yeah, that's it for now.
Wow, that's such an incredible Dami. I mean, this is a great because I know there is women out there, they really will get inspired by your story today because your story is one of the kind. So, Dami, what really inspires you um to start your business, the skincare? Because let me tell you, listeners, and everyone, I am one of the people who use her product, and I'll let her share
Yeah.
the product and how really that product really changed my life. So what really inspired you to start that business?
That's a very, very good question because Dami as a person thought I couldn't do it. Dami as a person thought I can't run a business, particularly in the UK where I don't really know people. Dami as an individual thought, oh, I'm too shy. I can't face people. I love my comfort zone. But these were all the things Dami was just thinking of. But little did I know what God had in plan for me to say God was going to use me as a vehicle to change people's lives. So the flashback, going back into my childhood days, I've always had skin concerns, always on medications because of my skin. Um, I've always had troubles with my skin. And that, in a way, growing up, confidence level, it's not there. So those are one of the things that would just make you very quiet, keeping to yourself. And I knew that I wanted, when you just know that, you want to have a good skin. You're not comfortable. People always asking you, oh, what is this? What is that? Because I react to literally even the sun. I react to a lot of things. So growing up, I knew that, oh, my confidence level wasn't very great because of different factors I've just mentioned, one of which I've just mentioned to you. Starting a business, it's not new to me because I've always been into one thing or the other, but in a very quiet space. I just love being in the background doing my thing. So when I came to the UK, before coming to the UK, I've been a makeup artist. At that time, it was about 10 years of makeup artistry, being in the beauty industry, beautifying people, making them look their best, like I said in the beginning. And I got to a point in my life where, as a makeup artist, I wanted more. I wanted more for myself in particular, to be able not to cover myself up with makeup and be proud of my skin. I wanted to be able to, just be able to wake up in the morning and do not rely on concealers or foundations or powder. I wanted to own my skin, and just using makeup as a way to it's just like an icing on the cake, not the main ingredient. And that was it. 4 years ago, just before COVID struck, I ran out of my moisturizer. So I used to use a particular brand in the UK, which was really good and quite expensive. And at that point, I was open to trying something new because it wasn't helping with my hormonal acne. It wasn't helping with the skin concerns that I had. But I'd been on it for 2 years and I was just open to trying something else. A friend of mine then, she's a makeup artist like me. She's a colleague of mine. And she said, oh, Dami, would you like to try Mary Kay? I said, oh, I never knew Mary Kay had a skincare range. I thought it was just foundation and powder. And she said, you know what, just come over to my business lunch and just come and try it. If you like it, you go for it. And I said, and she was talking to me about the business. I said, no, I'm not interested in business. I work full time. I've got 2 young children, 5 and 3 at that time. I'm married, life is too busy. I don't have time. All the excuses in the world, I gave it because I wasn't interested to put myself out there. I was comfortable in my comfort zone. I loved my job and I still do love my job. And I just didn't think I could fit anything else in my schedule. So fast forward today, I dressed up, went to the beauty party. I remember getting there. I said, you know what? I'm just here to try my night moisturizer because if this works for me, then I'm buying it straight away. And she said, oh, no, you can't buy it. You just have to either sign up to get the product or, you can just buy from me. And when she showed me the prices, I said, okay, no, actually sign up. Let me just sign up to try the product. If it works for me, good. And if it doesn't, good luck. My kids came and I was amazed because the box was really big. And I was saying, what am I doing with this? I only wanted this and da, 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 da. And she invited me to one of the business launches, the business trainings. And at that point, that was just a few days before COVID struck. And I remember that very fateful day. I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't do business training because I'm not running a business. I'm not interested. And she said, just join and listen. Luckily for me, the Thursdays are usually my swimming lessons. So I said, I'm sorry, I do have lessons on this same time. I'm unable to join. But she just said, you know what? During your swimming lesson, maybe after you change or whatever, just say hello. And I did. So I joined the Zoom session, saw the amazing women running the business, different professions from different backgrounds, different walks of life, people doing marvelous things. And I said, okay, interested. So if I don't know how to do it, or is there anyone that's going to teach me what to do? And my mentor said, oh, absolutely. You need to do this, you need to do that. All you need to do is to teach, 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 and empower people. And that got me because I've always worked with women. I've always, loved to do things in the background, but I didn't know this was going to bring me out. I didn't know. I was just doing my thing, hosting my skincare classes, teaching people on Zoom because it was during COVID.
Mm.
And that was it. I found myself running a business. I remember my first turnover, it was amazing. And I said, oh my God, so I could do this alongside my full-time job.
Mm.
Yes. 8 months after, I debuted as an independent sales director, which is one of the top 2% um, in the country, in the American sales force. Being an independent
Wow.
sales director is only just for top 2%. And I was just able to pull that through just because of the excitement I had, because of the love of the product, because of the passion to helping people. And that's just been the reason why I started. So I didn't plan to start a business, but
Mm.
I'm grateful I did.
Wow, wow, that's really an amazing thing. And I'm sure women outside there who's hearing, they will get inspired by today's story as well, by your story, what you said so far, because it's absolutely amazing. But you did
Mm.
you did say before that you wasn't feeling comfortable, you wasn't feeling, I mean, confident, and you got that
Mm-hmm.
self-doubt,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did you navigate through that? How did you navigate and overcome self-doubt, and, you know, you being like, you feel like you're not lovable, you're not feeling not value, and, and you start
Yeah.
from that person who's quiet to today's
Mm-hmm.
person who's so confident
Yeah.
with herself,
Yeah.
empowering others, and go around, around the country, is speaking to women,
Yeah.
empowering women, helping women, with their business, and motivating women. How did you navigate through? How did you
Yeah.
navigate?
Um, that's a very interesting question because um again, I just thought I couldn't because I just didn't see me doing it. But the first thing I think I quickly understood was self-belief. Understanding that, as a woman, I am worth it. I can be whoever I want to be. It doesn't matter who I think I am. What's important is how God sees me. And I don't think God sees me as a shy girl. God wants to use my voice to help others. So being shy, I quickly realized being shy would take me nowhere. What I asked myself a very open and honest question
Yeah.
in the past years of my life. Okay, what has being shy done for me? Nothing. What have I accomplished? Nothing. The only thing I've achieved is for me to be in my comfort zone.
Mm.
And I won't fulfill God's purpose if I stay there. So I realized that being there is not good for me. So the first thing is belief in yourself. I had to believe in myself that I can be whoever I want to be. Because someone said to me, if your full-time job stops coming, what would you fall back on? This your so-called love job that you love so much that cannot make you help other people. What if it stops coming? That's stuck in my brain. And
Wow.
that also was one of the ways I was able to overcome my challenge because I felt the fear of doing it, but I did it anyway. So, for those listening, if you're scared of a particular thing, you're scared of talking to people, or you're scared of um, doing something, can I just tell you to do that same thing and just feel the fear? So, I felt the fear and I did it. Whatever the outcome was, good or bad, I was in for it. But luckily, it was good because I wanted it. If I didn't want it, then it's different. So I wanted it. I believed in myself and I felt the fear. I faced my fears. So, but the first thing is you need to understand what those fears are. For you to be able to overcome your challenges, you need to be able to accept those fears within you. So I accepted those fears. I knew myself and I was willing to becoming a better person by going through a self-development journey, which Mary Kay beautifully did this for me. So it was just an unbelievable platform that enhanced me to becoming who I am today. And the other thing that I think I did again is self-affirmation. So I remember my first skincare class because I've never done it before. As a shy girl, I had to stay in front of the mirror. I stood there and I was telling myself those powerful words. And those words bring light. It brings life. It brings anything you could think of. If you truly desire what you want, it's all about what you want. I wanted it. I was seeing amazing women doing so many wondrous things, helping people. I wanted it. I was hungry for it. I wanted it. I wanted to change the shyness in me. I wanted to be able to use my voice to help people because at the end of the day, if I keep quiet, I would not fulfill God's purpose in my life. So that was just a brilliant opportunity to navigate through those challenges, daily self affirmation, belief in myself, and making my mind up to do it. Because if my mind is not made up, I will still be reluctant to take the step. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. Like I in my head I was like, wow, because I I feel this is incredible. And I feel like not only what you say resonate with me, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure it's gonna resonate with a lot of women outside there, who's going maybe through similar journey. And you say
Mm-hmm.
something that is so powerful, girl. You said it's about self-confidence and self-belief and faith, and take that leap of faith, and
Mm-hmm.
you talked about the affirmation, and you talked about personal development.
Mm-hmm.
I think these thing is what really make people get out of that fear and they out of the comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So I absolutely,
absolutely.
absolutely resonate with you. And I mean, these are like one of the top things. Like I do it myself as well, like, to get out of fears. Because
Mm-hmm.
I remember my
It's
mentor
a hard
telling
one,
me,
really hard.
it is. And I think it's all about like mentally. It's about the mindset. I
Yeah, yeah,
remember
yeah.
my my coach telling me, fear, there is an acronym for fear. So false evidence appearing real. So
Absolutely real. Absolutely.
whatever we see is not true. It's all in our head. So it's
Mm-hmm.
wow, so
It's
it's
all in the mind.
absolutely so they have to take that leap of fear. But what are you gonna say to women, Dami, today who are stuck? They are like between taking, taking that leap of faith and between fear, because it's not
Mm-hmm.
easy for someone, and especially
No.
for women out there who want to start business, who never ever done a business in their life, who never ever
Yeah.
gone through. They may have an idea in their head, but they never walked the journey. They never had that experience or on starting a business. And they want to start the business, but the fear stopping them. So what you would say to these ladies today?
What I'm gonna say, if that is you, I mean, if you think every you have every reason why you can't. If you're that person where all you say is, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, can I just say to you to take off that T at the end of that can't and change that word today to I can? It only starts with a step. I've got something on my hallway, which is a quote from, I can't remember top of my head. And the quote said, you don't have to see the old staircase. If you're stood downstairs, you don't have to see the old staircase. All you need to do is to see the first step and then move to the next step and then move to the next step till you get to the very top. Sometimes what we do is we overcomplicate things. We take too much information in, and that brings fear into us. So the thing I would say to you tonight, and this has been my mantra, don't overthink. Overthinking would freeze you out. Don't overthink. As long as it's something you feel like you're going to enjoy, as long as it's an opportunity. Richard Branson once said, if anyone offers you an opportunity and you don't even know how to do it, if you're clever, say yes, and then figure out how to do it later. It's very simple. If anyone offers you an opportunity to be successful, or opportunity to tell you this is what I'm doing, even if you don't know how, say yes, and then be willing to go through that self-development journey. Be willing to be coachable. Be willing to put in the work required to get you to where you want to be. And I know for certain, if you put all of this in place, you would run a successful business. So the other thing I'm going to say to you again is, what is your why? Why do you even want to start a business in the first place? When I started my business, it was just for my skin. But very quickly, my why changed to my children because I wanted the best for them. I wanted them to do any extracurricular activities that I really want for them. I didn't want a situation where I would hinder them from any exposure that I want for them just because of I can't afford it. I didn't want that affordability to be a problem. I wanted to be able to tell my children no is no, not because I don't have the money, it's just because I feel you don't need it. And that is the reason why I work to help my family, because it's a family business. So the why is very important. What is your driving force to wanting to start the business? Because if the driving force is not solid, or it's not been identified yet, then when challenges come, they throw you off guard. But if your why is so strong, it keeps you going. It doesn't matter 1 mile an hour you're going. As long as you don't stop, just keep going. You will be fine. I hope that helps.
Absolutely, your why is what really keeps going, keeps all of us going. Because
Mhm.
without why, nobody can be able to take any step. So, absolutely well said.
Mm-mm.
So, what you would say to women out there who are starting the business and they going through the similar journey as you are,
Mhm.
what you would say to them today?
So I would just say to you to, if you need some sort of support, you like the beauty industry, you want to build a business within the beauty space. My business, my American business, deals with skincare, color cosmetics, and fragrances. That is the business that I do. So if you fancy doing something like that, you want to earn extra income from helping people look good, it's a different feeling when your customer comes back to tell you, oh, I love my skin, now I'm comfortable going out without wearing makeup. There is a tiny bubbles that goes around in my belly, because that is self-fulfillment on its own. So if you feel like you love the beauty space, you love to look good, you just want to be there, you love women empowerment, you know, so much, if you want so much more for yourself, then I would say yes, connect with me. Connect with me. I'll be more than happy to mentor you. I'll be more than happy to, literally just pour my head into your head. And it's up to you to soak as much as you want to soak. So feel the fear and just do it. Just take that step because it only starts with a step. Make up your mind, decide, and then take that step.
Absolutely, absolutely. Incredible. I'm sure, people today who listen to you, women out there, they want to take a step, they will take a step. I just remind me of one of the quotes that I read. A journey of 1,000 miles starts
Yeah.
with one step. So, absolutely,
Super. Yes, exactly.
I couldn't agree with you more. So if people want to connect with you or they wanna try, your product, purchase your product and try it, where do they find you?
So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, I'm everywhere. I think the only social media space I'm not is Twitter. And that's just for personal reasons.
Mm.
So if you want to find me, it's just my name and last name, but my name in Dami, not my full name. So Dami Alatise, that is my name on all my social media handle. Aside from my Instagram, that has, if you search for Dami Alatise as well, you would find me on Instagram, but it has my makeup artistry business name, which is a local dialect in my Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria.
Mhm.
But it still has my name. So if you search for Damialities across all the social media space, you will find me there. So if you like to try out the Mary Kay products, you can reach out to me through there. I will book a consultation with you because that is how we operate. We do a consultation and then we recommend what's best for your skin. So if you'd like to look good for less, reach out to me.
I absolutely, and I'm sure people will reach out to you the same way I did because it was just one message that has really changed my life today. Um, is incredible. I used the Mary Kay and it changed my life to better. My skin, I couldn't even feel more confident. So thank you so much, Dami. I
Mhm.
really appreciate you. Do you have any last word that you want to share with our listener today?
And yeah, to all the listeners, thank you so much, first of all, for listening to this beautiful podcast. I'm going to leave something in your heart. If you believe you can, then you're right. You can. Don't allow any self doubt to sway you from your dreams. But if you believe you can't, then you want to think about that as well, because the more you say you can't, then you truly wouldn't be able to do it. So I want to say to you today that get up, feel the fear, and do it. Thank you.
Wow, wow, what incredible story. And I'm sure your story will inspire millions or maybe millions and billions of people, women outside there. Thank you so much, Dami. And thank you
You're
so much,
welcome. And thank you so much for
listener.
having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you
Thank you.
are really inspired by today's episode, please get in touch with Dami and and try her product. Until I see you next time, bye bye.